Hello, and welcome to the Terraforming Mars project. Since the project's inception in 2315, many corporations have joined forces to terraform Mars, as well as benefit from the world government's tax breaks on those who contribute the most. Now you, as a young corporate executive, must decide which of these corporations has the greatest chance of succeeding at transforming the desolate red planet into a safe bastion for human colonizers. Luckily, there is no reason to reinvent the wheel here. Using the research of those who have come before us, we have a great advantage at figuring out how to succeed, no matter which corporation you decide to join. Let us begin with this post on the Board Game Geek forum, where user I-Sheng Yang breaks down the cost of practically every element in the game. Using this information, I have created a database that has every project's cost, immediate return value, and amount of triggers and activations required to make it an efficient use of resources. Appropriate utilization of these resources will be absolutely vital in ensuring your success over other corporations. Now, let's look at the corporations individually. Bard Hunter, the CEO of this multi-billion-dollar bank conglomerate Credicore, may not be in the terraforming business for the right reasons, but the world government is more concerned with raising Mars's temperature than it is with asteroid-sized craters. Credicore uses its enormous liquid assets to fund large terraforming projects that become very cost-efficient when done properly. You may be a good fit for Credicore if you would rather prioritize the actual terraforming of Mars first and leave the scientific and humanitarian efforts for the other corporations. Ecoline is a small but skilled corporation driven by the community's support for helping restore much of the plant life that had been lost in the centuries prior. They have created a genetically modified lichen that can survive even in the harshest of environments. Ecoline's funds may be much smaller than many of the other megacorps, but with their mastery over botany, they should have few issues making great strides in the terraforming project. Should you decide to join their cause for a greener Mars, remember to cultivate cities as well as greeneries. With proper city placement, the value to Mars can be greatly increased. Once you travel beyond Earth, the sun's heat becomes a precious resource very quickly. For those who would colonize the rest of our solar system, it is vital. With Helion's new patented Soleta technology, they are able to generate enough heat for their own operation, as well as trade their excess for more reliable world government credits. Despite heat being Helion's greatest strength, it is far more effective to use it as megacredits most of the time. Much like in TV shows and movies, sometimes it's better to show, not tell. What good is making great strides in technology and science if you can't show it off to the people back on Earth? If you plan on smashing an asteroid into Mars, the least you can do is turn on a camera first. Interplanetary Cinematics has done a remarkable job of turning the terraforming project into an ongoing documentary watched all across the Earth. If you join the IC team, your initial funds will be low, but you'll start with enough steel to build up your production. Securing your mining rights or building a titanium mine are important ways to harvest resources that will allow you to continue with your important films documenting the terraforming of Mars. And if you have the opportunity, develop technologies like optimal aerobraking and create a media group to pair extremely well with this corporation. Inventrix may not be as well known or flashy as many of these other corporations, but their unwillingness to compromise on quality has made them one of the most well-respected research firms in the solar system. If you have a desire for science to win out over corporate interests, Inventrix may be the place for you. Their advanced research into terraforming allows them to begin working on projects long before other corporations can. This worker-owned corporation had already created a successful mining operation on the Red Planet before the terraforming project began. Once the world government incentivized terraforming, the mining guild began diverting some of its excess resources into the project. Claiming the rich veins of ore on the northern and southern hemispheres is key to keeping your corporation running. Set up a steel mine, build a city, or make a land claim to ensure that your rightful resources stay yours. After acquiring several different space programs, Phobolog used this combined research to greatly improve their ability to send spaceships with necessary supplies and resources to Mars. With your small amount of starting megacredits and large amount of starting titanium, you'll want to ensure that you have some excellent space projects before committing to Phobolog. The best ones to start out with are either efficient projects that terraform the planet or projects that increase your titanium production. Having already gone far beyond the asteroid belt to mine rare metals in the far reaches of the solar system, Saturn Systems is well equipped to supply Mars with needed terraforming resources. There is also great value in preparing for colonization on the moons of the outer planets. For once Mars has been terraformed, it's only a matter of time before we continue to move outward. Please refer to the documentation for more information about which projects are correct to pursue. Being the largest corporation on Earth does sound very impressive, but being the largest corporation in the solar system sounds much better. Terractor's influence on Mars may be small for now, but with their vast connections on Earth, they will soon be a force to be reckoned with. If you intend to join Terractor on their journey beyond the top, there are a few projects that will greatly increase your productivity. And make sure to utilize your vast network of information to maximize your terraforming potential. The Tharsis Republic is more than just a corporation. Its people, having come from all around the Earth and often from other corporations, have a hand in every major settlement on the Red Planet. Even when other corporations put in the time and money to develop a city, the Republic still benefits. The Tharsis Republic really plays into its strength when you put less emphasis on new research and put a greater emphasis building directly on Mars. On Earth, Thorgate led the way to completely eliminate all types of gas and oil fuels in favor of cleaner, more environmentally friendly energy. Making the move to Mars wasn't difficult for them. The sun still shines and the wind still blows, even out on Mars. Success with Thorgate will be found by channeling their enormous amounts of power into cities, factories, and ore processing plants. If you are able, develop a physics complex or Martian rail system. Your energy is your greatest resource. Make sure you are constantly using it to power your new projects, and don't let it turn into excess heat. The United Nations Mars Initiative was created by the world government for them to directly have a hand in the terraforming project. Because of the importance of this project, and with other corporations competing directly against them, UNMI is able to bypass much of the bureaucracy that plagues the world government. Of course, being the direct creation of the world government, it is far easier for UNMI to get the promised rewards for terraforming. If you wish to succeed with UNMI, you must prioritize terraforming at all costs. For some corporations, using a standard project to terraform the planet is a very inefficient use of resources. With UNMI, however, your increased funding from the world government makes any terraforming effort well worth it. Now that you have been armed with all the knowledge that the Terraforming Committee can offer, it is up to you to determine which of these corporations will lead humanity into the next chapter of its existence. This is Matthew from the Terraforming Committee, signing off.